Hello.
What's up, man?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good, dude.
All right. Yeah, let's get right to it. So I'm just gonna start off with a fun little question here. Who's your favorite baseball player?
Oh man, I don't know. See, I never really had a favorite baseball player. I guess. I just grew up watching the Cubs, so I like Derek Lee. He was good
Yes.
when I was growing up. That was a good one, but I don't know. I'm a Cubs fan, so I was always a fan of the Cubs growing
Agreed. Diehard fan here. I like Derek Lee and Giovanni
up.
Soto. They were my imaginary friends. So you went to spring training this year. It is suspended now, but what was it like being around like MLB stars, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, guys like that?
It was pretty cool. I mean, being right next to him in the weight room, just seeing him around, it was a pretty cool experience just to be able to learn from them how they conduct themselves, how they have routines, how they do the same thing every day, and they're really there just to get their business done, and they move on with their day. So it's a really cool experience.
Like Stanton, Judge, Torres.
Yeah, there's moments. I won't say that I've had a terrible, embarrassing moment like that. But yeah, I mean, it's like wow. I guess I'm not gonna do that workout right now because Aaron Judge is sitting on that bench or like stuff like that. So yeah, it's happened a lot.
So what does a normal day look like for you?
Well, so normally it's get up at like 7:15, get to the field by 7:45, 8, get some breakfast in, make sure it's a big enough breakfast to get you going, and then I get in the weight room, do about a half hour of core work, 15 20 minutes of some stretching, and then have like a probably relax, and then we go out and stretch and do our like team stuff, get your J bands in, get your weighted balls in, go play catch, and then if it's a bullpen day, go throw a bullpen. If it's a defensive day, we'll go do some PFPs, some fielding practice, and then uh, after that you go directly to conditioning. Get about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to relax after conditioning, and then you go get a workout in and eat lunch, go home and relax the rest of the day. Get yourself a good dinner and go to sleep early enough to get enough sleep for the next day. Do it all over again.
What advice would you give to players coming into spring training for the first time, like you did today? I mean, this past spring training.
I would say just go there, work your hardest, and use your eyes and ears as best you can. I mean, there's so much to learn from so many people. I mean, there's 200 people there, and they all have something that you can pull from. Whether it's a routine, whether it's a drill, whether it's a stretch, a workout, a schedule. I mean, it can be really anything. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Is just there's so many guys, and they all have their own way of doing things and their own things that work. And there's always something that you can pick from them that can work for you as well. And there's also things that you can see that they do that aren't working for them, and you can use that for your advantage, I think, and that's probably the biggest thing that I would tell somebody is just to always be learning, always be listening, always be watching and paying attention.
So we can go back a little while here. What was it like when you were a kid growing up?
When I was a kid growing up, I mean, it was all sports all the time. Ever since I can remember, my dad's been coaching. I've been in a dugout. I've been on the sideline. I've been on the bench. I mean, it's always been sports. I mean, ever since I was younger, my dad he would cut out a little diamond in the grass when he would do the lawn, and I would play with my catch net all the time, in my bounce back net. So I mean, as a kid, it was obviously school. School was first, family was second, but then sports and especially baseball was always a huge part of my life.
Are some of the things you pulled from your time at DeWitt, and how did that help shape your career?
I think the biggest thing I pulled from DeWitt was just throw strikes and always grind. I mean, the biggest thing is you just got to get your work in. We talked about it at DeWitt all the time. Just get your stuff in, whether it's in the weight room, whether it's at the field, whether it's at home, off season, in season, doesn't matter. Just get your work in and really grind. Another thing, I guess I would say is throw strikes. That would preach to us every day. Every day you show up to the field, every day you get on the mound. It's throw strikes, and I think I've kept that mindset all the way through my career, and that's one thing that's really helped me always attacking, always being in the strike zone is something that no one's ever going to be mad at you for. So I mean, I think those are two huge things: the work ethic and then the just throwing strikes attack.
What was your time like at Missouri?
My time at Missouri was good. Obviously, I mean, I showed up and obviously had a lot of success right away, and I feel like I learned a lot, not only about baseball, but as myself. I got a good education that I'm almost finished up with. I'll hopefully be finished up with my education next December, and I mean, yeah, it was quite an experience. Got to play in the SEC, which is one of the best conferences in the nation, and I think it all led me to where I am now and what we're doing now.
What was it like knowing you were going to the same school as guys like Max Scherzer?
I mean, it was pretty cool actually. On my official visit, I got to meet Max Scherzer, which was
Wow.
it was huge, probably a huge part of my recruiting process. So that was pretty cool. But I mean, getting to talk to him and like guys like Kyle Gibson and knowing you were playing same place as Aaron Crow and Ian Kinsler, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's obviously a pretty good program when it comes to producing pitchers, and I mean that was all the more that I guess I needed to go there.
What did your off season look like this year?
I was in Waverly, Iowa. I was at Wartburg, just living with my girlfriend, working out there. I mean, that was even more relaxed than it is now. I mean, I would wake up at like 11 or noon every day, go work out after I ate breakfast. Well, I guess it was like lunch then, but it was my breakfast. Go work out for an hour or two, play catch, come home, shower up. I had school, did some online schooling for like hour every day to get that over with, and then just hung out, made dinner, helped a girlfriend, helped around the house, hung out with some friends. But it was cool. It was actually really nice to finally be able to relax. I mean, after 3 years of college, I mean, college season is you play in the spring, you play in the summer, you come back in the fall. It's the worst time of your life. You're working out as hard as you can. You're just dead tired by the end of it. And then the winter, you go home over Christmas break, and you have to keep getting ready because the season starts in February. You have to be ready for that, and then you get back in the spring, and it's just go time. So it's full year. It's all year round for 3 full years. It's tough. So I mean, this off season was really nice.
So I've always wondered, what's it like playing in big stadiums like that, having fans there wanting your autograph? It's always been a dream of mine, but what does it feel like when you're actually there in the moment?
It's pretty cool. I mean, obviously, I was in the same spot that you are at one point. I mean, it was a dream for me. So at the same time, I mean, yeah, I really think it's cool. I look at it as something that I'm somewhere that a lot of people might not be, and a lot of people might want to be. So just to treat everyone with the utmost respect. Like when people ask for autograph, it's always a yes. I mean, it's always talking to people. I mean, making them feel like they're included, making them feel like they're appreciated, because they are. I mean, they're our fans, and they do a lot. I mean, we're baseball players, and we love to play baseball. At the same time, we understand that we're entertainers. At the same time, I mean, those guys. Some people are diehard fans, they'll do almost anything for us. So, I mean, if we're not doing the same thing for them, I mean, it doesn't really make sense. It's pretty cool playing in front of all those.
So what's been your favorite memory, whether it's from college, high school, or your professional baseball career?
My favorite memory, college, high school, professional. Does it have to be baseball only or sports, or should we do both?
Both. Sure.
Both. Well, I would say probably getting drafted. Like the night I got drafted, that was pretty awesome. And then like Nick Swisher. I don't know if Nick Swisher. He said my name. I mean, he's been in the locker room, in the weight room all the time. So it's been pretty cool seeing him. Even though like I was like, wow, that's Nick Swisher. Now he's just around. He's another dude, just one of the guys. So that was pretty. It's pretty awesome. Getting my name called on draft day. I remember being on the phone and I was talking to the guy. I'm like yeah. And then I come up and then he says my name and everything. And like he's like, all right, you got all that? It was like 2 minutes later. He's like, all right, you got all that? I'm like, no, man, I wasn't listening. I was watching myself on TV, dude. I'm sorry. So that was pretty awesome. For the best fans.
Yeah, so thank you for doing this. That'll just about wrap it up here. Yeah, just thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. Appreciate you reaching out to me.
Appreciate you for doing this. So yeah, thank you and bye.
All right. You take care, all right?
All right.
Say that again?
Sorry, I kind of lost connection there for a second. What did you say?
No problem.
All right.
I just said you take care.
You too.
That's it.